Hello, and welcome to my classroom. Thank you guys for meeting on your first day of class. But I'm not here for the students. So students, log off. Bye. Okay, now that the kids are gone, hi, I'm teacher Lucienne, and I have been a in-class classroom teacher for 17 years, and I have more than 5 years experience teaching in the virtual world. We're going to talk about some of the things that will help bring you peace as you move into a virtual world for at least 6 more weeks of school. Let's unpack it. Lighting. I am sitting at my kitchen table and I'm under the overhead lights, and under these lights I looks blue-green. I look blue-green. Yes. And as you notice in the background, you can kind of hear a lot of sound. There's a little lag, gentle hum of my pet as I teach in this online environment. And in case you haven't noticed, I'm craning my neck downward, trying to look at all of my students because, shh, it's supposed to be an engaging environment, so eye contact is important. Let's go to my virtual classroom where I can give you a couple of tips and a couple of tricks to make your next 6 weeks of online teaching so much more pleasant. Hi, welcome back. So, in my virtual classroom, there are a couple of very key elements. The first thing is, I want to see myself. That's right, we need some lighting. Let there be light. Now you'll notice I'm actually the color I was born with. But I still have a little crane in my neck. From looking down at the camera. So I just went in my nephew's room and I took one of his old shoeboxes. We need some elevation. Voila! Now I'm looking right at the camera and I'm engaged. In addition to having my laptop elevated and my lights on so that I actually have the right coloring, I also include an academic background of some kind. You decorate your classroom even if it's a smidge on the first day of school. Treat your virtual environment that way. If you have a dedicated wall, then you can buy something like this to cover the wall. Okay, off of Amazon, $5.99. Or if you do not have a dedicated wall, you can hang something up that can come down quickly. And we have just a little decor. My teacher name, maybe if we're finding things or doing different activities, a colorful activity magnet board that can be used for various things. Now you have an engaging classroom that will keep the kids kind of focused on your space. So there are other things you can also add to your classroom to make it pop. I wear a headset in class.
Hello, beautiful people. This is my internal camera. This is the camera that came with my computer. You can use an external camera.
And there's the love. Many of you are teaching from your Wi-Fi. This is an Ethernet cord. Now, many of the Ethernet cords on the old computer will be fine, but the newer computers have only USBs. So you might need to buy an adapter. Voila, say bye-bye lag. We now have full Ethernet cord capabilities. There are some tech issues that you will have. Your Wi-Fi router might go down. But if you do have a hotspot on your phone or on your tablet, you can use that to stay connected to the internet. There will be a lag. So put pauses between your sentences so that the students have time to keep up with what you're teaching. Those are some of the wonderful things I have here in my classroom to keep it virtually engaging and virtually academic. You could do other things. Like, there is nothing wrong with inspiring the kids when you ask a question. I bought this button on my first year of teaching. It is such a cool little button. And when my students did something exceptional, they got to come up to the desk. It's a celebration of something they've done with success or with an intent. And you can do this sort of thing in your classroom virtually to encourage and engage the students. You always can reward them as they go along. Make it a competition between girls and boys one day. People from A to L, M to Z. How keep track, keep a scoreboard over here of who has the points, who's answered the questions, da 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 da. End of the day, you do that group gets the Walking on Sunshine song. Engaging. Also, I always encourage academic props. When you're teaching geography, of course, a globe would be nice, but you've seen those big old globes. They don't quite work in this environment. The dollar store got this, and it has all of the countries there that you can use to help the students find a country or a continent or a ocean. And so these are just engaging props. You're teaching the students how to do phonics. You can do that. If they're little ones and you're teaching the ABCs, these are great props to use within the classroom. So there are all sorts of things that you will steal from your kids' toy boxes to help engage the student, even the older students. You would use more realistic props with the older students than with the younger students, okay? I hope all of these wonderful tips will help you become the amazing teacher that's always smiling in their virtual environment. You can do this. I believe in you. Once again, this is Lucienne, the smiling teacher, saying, "You've got this." Here's a little song I wrote. You might want to sing it note from note. Don't worry. Be happy.